Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, come back with me Deviani Solikha. This time, I will explain how to configure firewall connection state 2. Okay, open the Winbox. Connect with MAC address. Before configuration the connection state firewall, here I have configured internet access first. Do configuration router Isp. Okay, the first step is to check the interface by using the command interface print. Enter. And it can be seen here that Ether 1 is connected with laptop, Ether 2 is connected with our client Devi, and WLAN 1 as access point. Next, configure the DHCP client to get the IP by using the command IP DHCP client at interface WLAN 1 disable no. Enter. Do a check with the command IP DHCP client print. Enter. And it can see here that the router has got an IP address and the status is bound or connected. After that, check the router is connected to the internet or not by using the command ping google.com. Enter. And it can be seen here that the result is a replay, which means the router is connected to the internet. Next, configure the IP address by using the command IP address at address 192.168.9.1/24 interface Ether 2. Enter. Do a check with the command IP address print. Enter. It can see here that it has successfully configured the IP address using the Ether 2. Next, configure IP DHCP server setup, which aims to distribute IP address to client by using the command IP DHCP server setup. Enter. DHCP server interface Ether 2. Enter. DHCP address space. Enter. Gateway for DHCP network. Enter. Address to give out. Enter. DNS server with IP open source, which is 8.8.8.8. Enter. List time 10 minutes. Enter. Then do a check with the command IP DHCP server print. Enter. And it can be seen that the DHCP server configuration has been successful. After that, configure the firewall NAT so that the IP private turn into IP public and the client can connect to the internet network by using the command IP firewall NAT chain src NAT out interface WLAN 1 action masquerade. Enter. And do a check with the command IP firewall NAT print. It can be seen that it has successfully configured the firewall NAT. Next, do configuration router client. Then we move to router client. The first step is to check the interface by using the command interface print. Enter. And it can be seen here that Ether 1 is connected to the laptop and the Ether 2 is connected to the RISP DV. Next, do the DHCP client configuration with server to request or request the IP address of the ASP router that we previously configuration the DHCP server setup by using the command IP DHCP client at interface Ether 2 disable no. Enter. Then do a check with the command IP DHCP client print. Enter. And it can see here that the client router has got the IP address and the status is bound or connected using the Ether 2 interface. After that, check the client router is connected to the internet or not by using the command ping google.com. Enter. And it can be seen here that the result is a replay, which means the client router is connected to the internet. Next, configure the firewall NAT so that the IP private turn into IP public and the client can connect to the internet network by using the command IP firewall NAT agent src NAT out interface Ether 2 action masquerade. Enter. Do a check with the command IP firewall NAT print. Enter. And it can be seen that it has successfully configured the firewall NAT. Then configure the IP address for the Ether 1 interface by using the command IP address at address 9.9.9.9 slash 1/24 interface Ether 1. Enter. Do a check with the command IP address print. Enter. And it can be seen that it has successfully added the IP address by using the Ether 1 interface. Next, do configuration firewall connection state 2. Okay, configure the firewall filter by using the command IP firewall filter agent input in interface connected to the internet or router ISP Ether 2 connection state establish relate action accept command packet ASP input. Enter. Next, IP firewall filter chain input in interface Ether2 connection state invalid action drop comment drop packet invalid. Oke, enter. Next, IP firewall filter chain input in interface Ether2 action drop log. Yes, because we will provide a log prefix to mark incoming packet from router ISP. Log prefix paket lolos comment semua paket lolos. Oke, enter. Next, verify the packet from the main router by doing the ICMP packet from the ISP router to the client router. The first step is to check the IP address obtained by the client router from the DHCP client by using the command IP address print. Enter. And it can be seen that the obtained IP address is 192.168.9.254/24. Okay, then send the ICMP packet from the ISP router to the client router by using the command ping 192.168.9.254. Enter. And it can be seen that the result is a timeout, which means that the rule we create early has been successful. Next, verify the packet from the client router to the main router or ISP router. Here, we will check the IP address used by the ISP router using the command IP address print. Enter. And it can be seen that the IP address is 192.168.9.1/24. Then ping using the command ping 192.168.9.1. Enter. And it can be seen that the result is a replay, which means that the client router has successfully sent the ICMP packet. Next, we add a rule so that the ICMP router can send ICMP packet by using the command IP firewall filter chain input protocol ICMP in interface Ether2 ICMP option 8 0 section a check. Enter. Do a check with the command IP firewall filter print. Enter. And it can be seen that IP firewall filter has been successfully added. Okay, next, IP firewall. Okay, after that we move the filter rule that we just create under the invalid packet. Drop rule using the GUI. Okay, drop packet invalid. Next, send packet from the ISP router to the client router by using the command ping 192.168.9.254. Enter. And it can be seen that the result is a replay, which means the ISP router has successfully sent the ICMP packet to the client router. Then, we can see the escape packet in the log section by using the command log print. Enter. Okay. I'm sorry. It can be seen here that there are notifications for pages that have passed. Paket lolos. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.